Y'all, we have finally made it. We have finally made it to the Burr months, and I am so excited. I literally have been thinking about this since January. I don't know if anybody else feels like this, but when New Year's hits and it turns like to the new year, so like when it turned 2025, I was like, we are never going to have 2024 ever again. Or like years prior. Like it could be the best year of your life, and you're like, the best year of my life is about to end. I don't know why. It just makes me kind of sad, but also excited at the same time because you do want to like grow and you do want to have a fresh start and have a new year. But, anyways, hello, everybody. My name is Michaela. This is the Cozy and Thriving podcast where we just learn to build a life that we actually want to be present for. And I'm actually going to shift that around and just say where we build a life that we actually want to be present for. And the reason that I said that instead of learning, though we still will be learning on this podcast, I am shifting the content a little bit because when I first created this podcast, I wanted it to be a cozy like outlet for me. I wanted it to be something that I could just come and talk and be cozy and talk about all of my cozy things to do and hobbies and all the things. And I kind of like got away from that because as a content creator, I feel like it's really easy to get like sucked into these like how to things because you see everybody else doing them, or you're like, how do I grow on social media? And then you see all these people telling you how you should grow on social media, but that's not actually how you want to grow on social media. So there's like a lot of stuff, a lot of things that happens as a content creator that I feel like I have to kind of just step back and be like, okay, what do I want my content to look like? What do I want my podcast to look like? What do I want my TikTok and my Instagram to look like? Like, what does that look like? And this podcast was supposed to just be a cozy chat, like be in a cozy spot, a cozy space, and do cozy things and talk about cozy things. And I have kind of gotten away from that and started talking more about business, and then also giving you like how to tips and tricks and all the things. And though I love doing that and being a part of the community that helps others build businesses and everything, that's not what this podcast was for. So, not to fret, the podcast is going to be a cozy chat where I talk about just the things that I like and romanticizing my life and romanticizing your life and all those types of things. And then my YouTube channel will also house this podcast, but also the business how to content. And I'm excited because that content can be a lot more produced, and I feel like I can have a little bit more freedom with it that way rather than it just being on my podcast. I can actually show you what I'm doing, go through systems, do things to actually like have the visual aspect of what I was telling you guys to do for your business and the future you project and all of that. And then the podcast, we can just like chit chat, be cozy. And it's something that you can listen to when you're in the car or you're in a cozy mood and you just want something cozy. Like, can I say cozy one more time? If somebody tells me how many times I say cozy, you'll win a prize. So with all of that being said, Cozy and Thriving is still going to be Cozy and Thriving, but we're just going to talk about cozy things, all business ventures, being a cozy business owner, building a cozy business. All of that will be on my YouTube channel, and we'll have fun over there with that. Now that we are done talking about the little housekeeping stuff, let's hop into the best time of the year and all the things to romanticize it. I'm so very excited. So excited that I pulled out my In My Pumpkin Spice Era cup, and it is so cute. I got it from Hobby Lobby, and I think it was like $24 originally, but you know, like Hobby Lobby always has that like 40% off thing, so it was cheaper than that. So It's just water in here. I had my coffee today and I need to be drinking more water. So that's what we're doing. But in a pumpkin spice cup, of course. So this fall, I'm so excited because I just haven't been in a cozy mood. I always try to bring the most cozy vibes that I can to any area, any season, whatever the case may be. I always try to bring those cozy vibes. But unfortunately, this summer was way too hot for the cozy vibes. So I just haven't felt that. And so now that there's a little crisp wind in the air and people are starting to get on the same page as me, like, let's hurry this up, let's get to fall, I feel like the cozy season is back. So I have a bucket list of things that I want to do, things that I plan on doing this fall. And I even have like a little bit of guidance. Like, I think this whole podcast idea came from this girl that I saw on TikTok make a video basically theming each week from Labor Day all the way to Thanksgiving. And I will link her video below. I have the list that she had, but just a little bit of a twist on each one for me personally. So for the fall and winter clothing, like Pinterest board, I just was thinking about like how we can do this to romanticize it, how we can do this to make it cozy and just like the best night of your life. And I'm going to set a scene for you. Okay. So if you can, if you're driving, don't do this, but if you can, close your eyes and just picture this. You got off of work or you planned this. Okay, you planned it like in the morning or whatever. So all day at work, you're thinking about going home and just being cozy. You are like, you already ate your dinner, you took your shower, you're in your like coziest clothes ever, and you sit down on your couch with your tea, something preferably spicy, like a chai or just something that has like fall spices in it. And then you're going to put on the TV or on Spotify, whatever, just like a cozy fall playlist, or maybe even like your favorite show, whichever one. And you have your iPad or laptop or phone, whatever you use to do Pinterest on, and you just like start pinning all of these like outfits and things that you want to wear in the fall. Like, that's so cozy. But then to take it another step, you can also start to pin like your decor. You can pin some nail inspo. You can pin some fall like meals that you want to make. Like, just start going Pinterest crazy. I think that would be such a cozy night. Like, goodbye, I'm done with the podcast, I'm going to do that right now. I'm just kidding. But I just thought that would be such a like cute and cozy idea, just to have like a little bit more, instead of it just being like something you do, like making an event out of it. Like I said, romanticizing the simple things is just the best. It truly is. So for the activities, there's a fall bucket list making party. I personally will not be inviting anybody. I feel like I just still will have the same kind of vibe where I'm doing like this bucket list, but later on the list, there is like prepping for the future. So she said stuff like apple picking, pie baking, all the things. Like, if I am in the process of making a pie while also just like thinking about all the things that I want to do in that like fall season, like pumpkin patches and football games and going on walks in parks. I want to go to there's like this part in the Shenandoah Mountains, like in Virginia where I live. It's about 3 hours from me, but there's what they call Skyline Drive. And at the beginning of November, all the leaves are like different colors and it's so pretty. Like, just planning things like that, planning going out and doing things in the fall and just all the things. I feel like the bucket list party can be happening while you're doing something fall related. I think that would be a really good way to romanticize your life. And again, this is just this week. It's just this week. It's not even like for the entire fall. The things that she said on this list are literally just for this week. Okay, and then the next thing on the list was music and movies. And personally, I am going to finish Gilmore Girls and then I'll probably just go and watch like the fall episodes. I don't think I'll watch the whole show again through. I don't know yet. Maybe when I get there, I'll just be in that mood to like just rewatch it. But I actually never finished it from last year. I have 12 episodes left. So I was like, let me finish the entire show so that way I can say that I finished it and then I'll like do the other things. I am such a nostalgic person. So my bucket list and the things that I want to do just kind of come from nostalgia. So another show that I want to watch is Friends. That is my favorite show of all time. I've watched it so many times through. I probably will never get tired of that show. And I think that it would just be a good cozy show to watch in the fall. Not saying that it's fall related at all. I don't even know, like, there are a couple episodes that come to mind that are like fall related, but it's not like the entire show is that. So I don't know. It's just a nostalgia for me. It's literally just a nostalgia for me. And then as far as the music goes, I really just like to listen to like jazzy, cozy music like on YouTube. Like I'll literally just put it on YouTube on the TV and let that play. But I have been listening to the Jonas Brothers because they just put out a new album and I was just like, that has to be the fall playlist. So that's on my fall playlist, but you can make your own playlist and just kind of like make it a cozy fall vibe, a cozy vibe. Okay, so outside of that list, I have some traditions and things that I kind of want to bring back just for myself. One of them is just baking. I bake a lot and I make my own coffee syrups and just finding new treats and things to make. My creativity for those things is like through the roof in the fall. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I go to pumpkin patches and I see like the apple butters and the pumpkin butters and all the things and I just want to make it from scratch, or if it's just like, oh, my creativity is renewed in the fall. Like, I don't know. I wish that I could put you guys in my brain to know the feeling that I'm feeling right now about fall. It's kind of crazy and it sounds like I'm fall obsessed, which I guess I am a little bit, but I promise it's not that bad. On top of baking, other things that I want to do are find new recipes. I saw somebody talk about this like soup that was in a pumpkin, like it was actually in a pumpkin. They just ate the soup out of the pumpkin, which I thought was like so good. I remember one year I took a pumpkin that I got from the pumpkin patch and I literally had every single piece of that pumpkin. I think I like carved the pumpkin to put like a candle in it and like make it like cute decor. And then I had the inside to make pumpkin puree and I made pie. I made coffee something with it. What else did I make? I made something else with that. But then I even roasted the seeds. Like I used every part of that pumpkin. And so I feel like having the soup in the pumpkin would be really good. So that's something else that I want to look at, is just like fun soup recipes and like warm, cozy recipes. Again, if you guys can tell me how many times I say cozy, you get a prize because I feel like I've said it so many times, but that's okay. This podcast is literally called Cozy and Thriving, so why not say the word over and over? And then the last thing that is like a tradition for me, I have gone to the pumpkin patch the last 5 years for my birthday. I'll be 30 this year, October 8th to be exact. I'll be 30 and I still want to go to the pumpkin patch. So that's what I am planning on doing this year as just like a little tradition, is just finding a pumpkin patch and going to it. I have been going to the same one, or I should say the same two, for the last couple of years. So maybe I'll find a different one, go to something new, or maybe because I'll be 30, I'll like go outside of my area a little bit and explore a pumpkin patch in a different area. I don't know. So, but those are some traditions that I think I just want to bring back this fall that I really enjoyed doing last year and the year before and the year before and the year before, and pretty much my entire 30 years of living. Another thing about fall that I think a lot of people don't care for. And I could say that I don't care for it, but at the same time, I do kind of like it. But the days get shorter, meaning it's darker, longer, and lighter, shorter. And personally, I like it being darker earlier. I feel like everybody goes back in their house, everybody has homebody time, but not everybody likes that. So I understand and I get that. But this year, I think I really want to maximize the air outside, like the crisp, cool air that is outside. I want to allow in and just like experience that more, because in the fall it does start to cool down, so people want to be inside and bundled up, and I live in an area where it doesn't get that cold until like December. So October and November I can have the windows up and I can kind of just have like the fresh air in my house all fall, which would be really amazing. And then at night, when it's time to like close the windows and just be inside, like having fun activities already planned. So that way I'm not like, oh my gosh, it's 5 o'clock and dark and I have no idea what to do. I just want to embrace that more. And then even being outside, my complex actually has a fire pit that we can use, but we also are allowed to have our own fire pit because we have like individual driveways and garages and things. So I feel like if I don't get my own fire pit, that I will use the fire pit that my complex has and just like be outside at night too. Like I don't know, there's just something about the fall air that it just makes you want to like breathe it in more. To me it feels the cleanest, but maybe it's just cuz it's not humid and there's no pollen in it, and I don't know, cool air just feels cleaner to me. I don't know why. That's probably not all the way accurate, but it feels that way to me. And then, of course, I could not leave you without giving you some productivity and some, I don't know, goals of mine this fall. To be honest, I'm not setting really any goals. I'm not wanting to set new goals. I think what I really want to do is establish the routines and things that I have now. So that way, going into 2026, I am like working off of a fresh slate with established goals, established routines. My plans and everything will be better executed because I already have this routine down of what I do on a day-to-day basis. And because the time does change, I feel like we can kind of have like routines kind of shift a little bit, and I think that's okay. But that's what this next season I think is going to be for, is just establishing a good routine for the end of the year and the beginning of next year before we go into spring and summer of next year again. So I never want to leave you guys out. I want you guys to be a part of this. The whole reason that I'm doing this, I just like felt disconnected doing the how-tos. Like I actually want to have community with you guys. So use the comments down below to tell me like what your plans are. Use DMs, use TikTok comments, Instagram comments, whatever, wherever, like tag me in things. I want to see your cozy routines and your cozy habits and your cozy hobbies and all of that for the fall season. It's going to be a good one. Okay. I am playing fantasy football for the first time, which is interesting because I don't really know that much about football. I just know that I like it. So I have been learning a little bit more, but I'm playing that for the first time with my family. That'll be fun. And yeah, I just feel like it's going to be a really good fall and a really good into the year. And we just are going to start like fresh next year. We got some things established this year, like a business and a podcast and my social media platforms. And so going into 2026, we're just going to have a good time. So like I said, tag me in everything, show me your cozy things, talk about your cozy things. Let's have some conversation in the comments. I will be down there checking and looking, and on Spotify, because I've been seeing you guys. I've been seeing you guys on Spotify commenting and liking and all the things. I have been trying to check Apple, but I don't really know how to do that all the way. So, but I have been seeing you guys on Spotify. But that is the end of this episode, you guys. I thank you guys so much for being here and being a part of Cozy and Thriving family. I am just so obsessed with my podcast. I love it. I love the cozy vibes that it gives and how you guys love the cozy vibes. Like literally on Instagram, no, it was on TikTok. I was like, I think I want to start sharing more fall stuff. Like, do you guys want to see that? And somebody commented, sweetest thing ever, but they were like, I love like anything that you do seems cozy and calm. I'll watch like anything that you do, basically. And I was like, you guys are so sweet. So that just made my day and just kind of like, it gave me almost like that permission, not that like I needed it, but like it almost gave me the permission to be like, okay, yeah, you're not feeling the like businessy how to type content on your podcast, like pivot, move away. And so I just feel like, yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy about it. I thank you guys so much for being here. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your week. Happy Sunday. And yeah, I will see you next week and throughout my socials. So, anyways, continue to defrost. Okay, stay ambitious and always, always, always stay cozy. I will see you next week. Bye, everybody.